And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of college, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. There's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. To throw is Winston. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 136 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Complete to Zacchaeus. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Browns defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grant Delpit drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They run it again with Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss. And they'll...
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Daniels.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the 1st quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39. A good pickup there on 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Gets by him at the 25.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Off the play fake, Daniels. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Winston. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. 3rd down and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Holding. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Winston.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this throw incomplete over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Winston. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Daniels looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. He's got a man on the comeback route. That's McLaurin. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Nice grab there by McLaurin. That's something we've grown accustomed to seeing. He's racked up at least 77 receptions in each of his last 4 seasons, and he's someone their young quarterback, Jaden Daniels, will lean on as he goes through his maturation process.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Seibert's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run with Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jameis to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. this one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends
trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
That's caught left side by Judy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Winston. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To the air again with Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having looked at it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To the air goes Daniels. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Escapes the defender. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They go play action. Winston. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Winston.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Now Winston. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Cedric Tillman from 4 yards out. And the Browns have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Browns offense and Jameis Winston set to take over once more.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Play fake.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
To throw, Winston.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
To throw is Winston.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 38 now, here's second down and 3. Daniels looking to throw.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Daniels going to throw for it.
This will be caught by Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This is Hines. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. He'll get this complete to Tillman. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Here's Hines. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 32 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. To throw is Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 30.